What's up, guys? Welcome to another TalkingBull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We're here to bring you weekly nerd news as well as talk some bull. So before I do it, I'm going to remember to do the rigmarole here. Thank you to everyone. We've noticed a little bump in our numbers. You guys are watching us more and checking us out. That could be because we actually remember to post things on various sites. But thank you. Welcome to all the new people who listened. And to the people who listened to this on the audio, hi. Sometimes we forget to post links for you guys.
Did you see?
I did. On Facebook, we totally got you guys this week. But you guys are a dedicated audience on there, so we thank you for that. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, on to the news. Or lack thereof, kind of, sort of. Big thing this week, kind of out of nowhere, really. Big Bang Theory ending at the end of this season. Kind of. So
I wish I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so while he looks this up, I'll give the kind of. Yeah. So the news broke that it was ending, and everyone was sad, and then they posted some stuff, and then there was a lot of stuff like, "Hey, it's ending because what's his face, Parsons wanted to leave. I guess he got up during one of the readings for their table reads. He told Chuck Lorre the week before." And he was like, I'm leaving, guys. This is it for me. And I guess Chuck had previously said that if one of the three main guys left, that was it. He was going to end the show. So that's kind of pretty much what happened. And everyone said that it sucked, and they were sad, and they were thankful. And the other half of the internet went, Big Bang Theory sucks. And
that's what I was looking for. Earlier today, there was 4 articles that came up, and it was just it was all Big Bang Theory ending. Yeah. Internet rejoices.
Yeah. It's really weird because he checked the numbers because he was curious.
I'll say that too.
So the numbers are weird because I stopped watching after season 5 because I became disinterested to where they went. He went a couple more seasons and then ended.
A season or a season and a half.
So what happened was it came out. It was relatively popular. People seemed to enjoy it, and for the first couple seasons, it was relegated to
when we watched. Let's say season 1 to 5, right? It grew. It was 8, 10, 14, 13, 15 in season 5, had 15 million viewers average, whatever. I think I watched some of 6, and then that's where I stopped, which was 18.
I only watched it when you had it on at that point.
But I don't even think I finished all of 6.
No.
But going 7 to 11, it only got bigger, right? A little drop there, tens of thousands difference, but it kept getting bigger and bigger.
So it started with 3 and made its way up from anywhere between 18 to 20 million viewers. On average.
But that cusp of season 6 to 7 or 5 to 6, really there was a huge jump between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Was when it went mainstream.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as good as the first previous seasons.
It wasn't.
And I just couldn't hold on any longer.
It went from its first season being ranked overall 46 out of all the shows.
That's a 68.
Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, okay.
68.
I'm sorry. The 46 was 18 to 49. That's the important one.
Yeah.
To
5.
When it hit its peak, it was second in that thing.
Yeah.
And then it dropped anywhere between 2 to 5 in that after that season. Mm-hmm. But that is insane. Its rank for viewers the first season was 68. Then it went to 40. Then 12, 13, 8, and then pretty much 2 to 1 the rest of the fucking time.
Yeah. But it's right at that season 6 cusp.
Yeah.
You can see it. In season 5, they averaged 15 million viewers. In season 6, they averaged almost 19. They went up 4 million viewers in that sellout for the mainstream crew. And then I was like, I'm done.
So the collective internet who was like, this show is terrible, we can't watch it.
And then it was on Twitter.
There's fucking so many of these people that watch it.
Yeah. Then there was all these tweets, someone compiled a bunch of tweets about it. It was just funny to read them.
Again, it's the vocal minority of people who want to badmouth something.
But that's not a vocal minority. I mean,
But then the other is weird because normally the vocal minority is we hate this show and you see it. Mm-hmm. The vocal minority went, we hate this show, and the other half went, we don't care.
Yeah, the majority was we watch it.
You don't become that big of a show with, it's just,
without viewers.
It's a fucking juggernaut.
It is. I also heard that between Parsons and the expense of renewing, because they don't have to renew this year.
No,
their contracts.
Yeah. So they're like, yay.
So like ABC or what? Not ABC, CBC, CBS. ABC 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
CBS probably was a little happy to let it go.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
So
let it go.
My question is, this show is a juggernaut, and it leads pretty much every show that CBS has when they try to launch something.
Yeah, they put on an actor.
Where does CBS go from here? Because they're big. They don't have a big like pull anymore, even with their dramas or their comedies. They ballpark them to like what shows they have. They have their dedicated audience.
Yeah.
But they don't have. This is their show.
Yeah.
If they want to launch something, they put it on before or after. Mm-hmm. This show can like kills football ratings.
Let's see what they wrote.
They don't have Scorpion. This should be a current program.
Current program list, yeah, that's what
we're looking for it. I'm trying to think of what I don't watch anything. Like they got Hawaii 5-0, but again, that's just a dedicated thing. The Blue Buds, right? That's a dedicated Friday show.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled Scorpion. But like I don't even know what comedies do they have other than Big Bang.
Sports.
Why don't they have like a list of just current shows? I don't understand. Killer. Okay, so they have Big Brother, but that airs like Thing, Survive. Like they don't have really much of anything. So their number one show, I have this list that lists them as order. Their number one show is Big Bang. Their number two show is NCIS, Criminal Minds, Hawaii 5-0. Then they have Elementary, Mom.
Elementary's still on?
I guess, yeah. You watched that show to start.
I watched the first. Yeah.
NCIS LA, Survivor, Bull, NCIS New Orleans, Madam Secretary, Undercover Boss, MacGyver, Young Sheldon, and now that Big Bang's gone, this show's gonna skyrocket.
So I got their upfronts that were released months ago for next month. And Monday had Monday's made up of 3 new shows.
Yeah.
So you're fucked with that. You got Neighborhood, Happy Together, and Magnum.
Yep.
Did they cast Magnum?
I know they're shooting it, so they must have. Because I had a story on here that I delayed because the Hurricane Lane delayed Hawaii 5-0 and Thing.
And then you got You got CSI in New Orleans on Tuesdays, and so that's what they got. They got Murphy Brown. They're probably going to hope Murphy's a big hit for them to like power through the next season, because right now they still have
because like some of these shows like they do well, but not like crazy.
Not going to do Big Bang numbers.
Like SWAT and SEAL Team, 2 shows I watch, but like you can't get Bang numbers.
You can't get Bang numbers everywhere.
Murphy
Brown ain't banging your little.
They got this Instinct show that will probably be canceled.
Yeah, that show will be canceled.
Man with a Plan.
That's already canceled.
Kevin Hart's show, which is
that's just like a show.
I thought this was a Netflix show. Happy Together.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a Netflix show.
We were just talking about.
FBI with Missy Pilgrim. It's done by Dick Wolf, so it might be on 85 years. The Neighborhood, The Code, Magnum. Oh, here, Magnum PI. Jay Hernandez.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna check out this show?
No.
No, not at all. They have the talk during daytime, so that'll be all right for them. No, not at all. Not at all.
But I do remember Jay Hernandez being.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. So yeah, they're kind of fucked. That all their shows were based on that. So good luck to them. CBS. Are you trying to look out who else is in this show? if you're gonna watch Magnum PI, leave a comment leave a comment down below. If you still watch Big Bang Theory, leave a comment down below for YouTube people.
Paris was owned by 17 National Network. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. 17.
Huh. But prior to that. Okay.
Was also owned CMT.
Oh, right. CBS Corporation. Now we're just reading stuff off the way. Thing.
I just was curious, like, who, if they were affiliated with anyone. I guess it's Viacom.
Predecessors, though. Founder.
I guess it's just that.
Probably fifth behind.
Also, it's its own thing.
Yeah, that list is going to be different because it's going to be Walt and 20th, and then NBC, Universal, and Warner Brother. It's really weird that.
Well, we'll combine it, so it will say Walt and Warner Brothers, right? Like that won't be there.
Warner Media,
right? Yeah. And like, so we'll say Walt and like AT&T Warner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's weird.
So it's its own thing.
Yeah. Oh, they might remerge with Viacom. I'm sure we'll hear all about that when that shit tries to go down. Okay, anyways, moving on. Twitch. As we know, they've been doing random things. They hosted the Power Rangers. They also hosted the Doctor Who Marathon. Now, they are doing the most auspicious thing yet. They are going to air all 19 seasons of Pokemon, as well as all 16 films. They are going to air 932 episodes of Pokemon, which is insane.
That is insane.
That's kind of cool, though. So, starting off with Season 1 on August 7th at 1 p.m., they will play...
August 27th.
What did I say?
7th.
August 27th. I can't read. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Pokemon Indigo League will play its entirety before they move onto Season 2. And then it gives you a list of how they're going to air it and where they're going to air things. And that is...
So what did we watch as a kid?
We watched probably Indigo, Adventures on Orna Island, the Johto Journeys, the League Champion.
Sure that just said Pokemon at the start.
Yeah, it did. And then they added Indigo League and then this. And then we probably watched up until Master's Quest.
Okay, just for a few, like I didn't watch any of it, but that's what I would have watched was 5 seasons of it.
Yeah, probably. I have watched all of this, but not. I did that thing where I kind of just looked at episodes that would have been like big plot episodes and kind of watched that because I'm like, I'm not watching 932 episodes of Pokemon. But I haven't watched any of...
I only watched 600.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe 3. I haven't watched any of... No, I did watch X. I haven't watched Sun and Moon. I haven't watched any of the new seasons. Because Ash is weird and looks like he has a mustache. But
he's getting older.
Yeah. No, he's still 10. And, I mean, this movie was fucking massive. Pokemon, the first movie. And even this one. You never seen the first Pokemon movie?
Never watched the show.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, seen random episodes, but like friends.
That was like yesterday when you were like, "I've never played Smash," and I'm like, "You're fucking broken and wrong."
Smash Brothers. Nope.
He's so wrong. He's so wrong. You gotta play Smash. It's so good. But yeah, that's.
I think I'm fine with it.
No, you're not. Smash is fucking amazing, and the new one's gonna be great. Yeah, that's cool. 9. That I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it. Like, do you have to pay people to do that?
Well, how do they do it with the other shows?
That's the same thing. I'm wondering, and it's 3 different companies. It was
illegal.
Yeah, stop promoting it.
TV and then they just play it.
Yeah. It was interesting, I thought. And then onto the CW. There's been teases and posters for the upcoming crossover event with Batwoman. Superman and Lois Lane will be in it. Lois Lane will debut. Flash will have scenes with Superman, as will Arrow, which I think is cool. I'm intrigued. I like the Superman they have on the show.
They changed the fucking orders of the shows for the special. Did you get that?
I saw that.
Sunday night, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Monday night, Arrow. Tuesday night, Flash.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to watch the special, though, Sunday night, Flash. Monday night, Arrow. Tuesday night, Supergirl.
Yeah. This is weird. I think that they fucked up the...
I've seen it everywhere. That
yeah,
the Flash
this one.
Sunday.
It says this crossover kicks off the Flash on Sunday, and then it says continues on Arrow on Sunday.
Oh, well,
they fucked up the article
Monday,
on Monday, and then
thing. Supergirl.
I wonder if this is them testing their Sunday viewership numbers. Because remember,
9 weeks after Supergirl already aired in that spot.
Yeah, maybe
9, because for 9 episodes prior to this, Supergirl will air on Sunday at 8.
They're doing so. I thought they didn't do Sunday stuff.
No, they're doing Sundays now. This season they brought back Sundays. That's what I'm saying. But they've switched it for the special. They didn't lead.
I thought this was them. I thought this was just doing.
They're not leading in with Supergirl for the special. They moved Flash over.
I wonder.
To lead in I think they just why. Probably because Flash to them is more important or better than like Supergirl. Probably more people watch it.
I think more people do watch the Flash. Yeah, that makes sense.
As the lead.
Well, plus actually, if they're doing the crossover into different things, you need Flash.
Yeah. However, it works out. Yeah.
Because so, he's the guy who is the catalyst to getting these people to places.
Yeah. Because he can run with them through time somehow. But
yeah.
But yeah, I noticed because I read it, I was like, Flash is on Sundays now.
I didn't even click that they were doing Sunday, and we talked about the dates.
Yeah, but on.
When
the shows come back, Supergirl will be on Sundays with Charm.
That's interesting.
Mondays have Arrow, Tuesdays are Flash. But for the special day.
Fucking Charmed, man. What are you doing? That show had
I was listening to the radio this morning, and there was 30 new to coming new shows. So either like first season right now or premiering next month or in the next year. Of 30 shows, all remakes or continuations or like the next season of something that stopped 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And now you're doing season.
It's
5
big thing. Like they do well. They
shows.
do well. Look at the shows other than your superhero shows for the most part. They're either a spin-off of one show or a redone of the other thing. SWAT, Lethal Weapon, Charmed, Murphy Brown, The Connors, whatever that show will be called.
Yeah.
Roseanne too. Like it's all big numbers for them. People realize it. Let's see if I can segue this. So, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre apparently in development has a new TV as well as film series in development. I don't know why you feel the need to have both when you need to get one off the ground before you get the other one, or not like
both will fail. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
what's that other one that we were talking about recently that is doing
Chucky.
Chucky.
Chucky has a great TV thing, or like the movies that are out have been doing well and received well for the smaller things that they've been doing. And then they were like, okay, let's turn that into a TV show. And then the studio was like, oh, wow, you're doing well. Let's bastardize this and make it a thing. And it's just like, okay. If I was these guys, I would wait to see how Halloween does before you try to launch this.
Well, I'm sure that the movie will just be the direct sequel to the one they did in the 70s, right? Because they gotta tie it in there, otherwise it's not gonna work. And then
this franchise has never been that fascinating.
And then the TV show will probably be a prequel of
or The Guy in the Town Next Door,
or like a prequel of like the machine company that built the chainsaw. Right?
But it's set in like The Office.
The story of the chainsaw. Like how did?
But it's set like The Office.
Yeah, documentary type of thing, mockumentary. So it's like,
oh my god!
And it's built on the story of the chainsaw and how it got to the hands of the killer.
Yeah,
and then that leads into the first movie, which then the new movies lead out of it as the real sequel. boom, I've solved the problem.
So, two things. One, I was going to try and segue into the movie section of this, but then realized I hadn't talked about Lethal Weapon, but then I wanted to talk about another TV show I read was happening, so I just killed my own fucking segue. But, fuck, I had another point I was going to bring up about something, but I can't remember what it was because I interrupted my own thought process because I'm an idiot. Anyway, there was a promo for Lethal Weapon. It was a cool promo. It just showed off Wayne's and Sean William Scott interacting together, and it looks like more Lethal Weapon. I wonder, like, if this is going to be one of those smaller Van Halen type situations. Are you Sammy Hagar Van Halen, or are you David Lee Roth Van Halen? Because like that was split, and people were like, "Fuck that version." This people were like, "Fuck that version." That's how Lethal Weapon's gonna be, because like there's so many people who are with Clay that they're just like, "No, Damon did wrong. It wasn't Clay." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, nah, they were kind of both in the wrong, and one is a bigger dick than the other one. He was yelling at kids. But the promo was cool. It showed them joking and little tidbits of what their chemistry would be like. So I'm glad for that. I didn't read anything into like the comments or what people were saying about it because I'm sure there was people going, as they usually fucking do with any type of casting or bullshit. So the cool show I found, and I hope Netflix does it, it was Netflix greenlighting 5 like unscripted shows, and the other ones were kind of like, I don't care. But the one they were doing dealt with magic, and it was this magician was going to go around the world and figure out why certain magicians died during stunts and what went wrong, and the history up to that event, and then what went wrong and how they could fix it. And then I think they want to do the stunt. And I'm like, that sounds cool. Fucking awesome. Please do that. Netflix is really good with that style. Their American Vandal, I guess season 2 is coming out or already out or something soon. But I meant to watch that, but I never got around to it. But that show sounded fucking awesome. I'm like, I would love that. It reminds me of that show that used to be on Fox, I think, The Magicians Revealed. Yeah, that one dude in the mask. We were like, this is how we did the trick, and they're like, we're gonna shut the fuck up. Yeah, but. If they greenlight that show, which it's Netflix, they greenlight everything. Yeah,
they don't say no to anything.
No. They greenlight it, and now they say no.
We should try to get on that.
Yeah. We could they could give us like $1,000 and we would just buy a better camera. Yep. Like that's pretty much it. All right, give us $2,000. We need a better computer to do stuff on. But yeah, we should hit up Netflix.
We should send them the links to the videos.
The ones with video.
The ones that worked. Yeah. We'll go through and pick the best parts. We'll have to compile some of it. We can't send it all. We gotta make sure
the first like 8 we can't send them. Because this is so much better. Like I'm like, hey, I'm out of frame. I'm in the frame. I'm out of frame. I'm in the frame. I don't want to move the fucking camera again. Yeah.
And I just knock it down. That would have been awesome.
Oh, man. We're like, hey.
Keep filming.
Yeah.
Just look at the ceiling. I don't give a shit.
Whatever. We spent 3 minutes trying to find something on the internet. We were like, hey, do we want to record today? We might not have enough things to like fill the podcast.
25 minutes.
I'm just doing shtick. I hope you like witty banter, because there's none here. Fuck, what was that story I wanted to talk about? I don't remember. Kevin Smith is going to host a DC Universe Daily show. And I'm like, that's cool. I like DC. I like Kevin Smith. It's going to be on their streaming thing. It's just going to be centered on all things DC. It's going to have news, insights, exclusive guest appearances, interviews, panel discussions with some of the people in the DC thing, and it's basically a successor to that DC All Access show they canceled that people were mad about. I hope they hire those guys back to do something on there.
I'm sure they will, because somewhere in here it said familiar guests or people, something like that. It said hosted by a filmmaker, actor, and comic book. Oh no, that was him.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there it said like that the show will be hosted by a variety of faces familiar to DC fans.
Oh, okay, so like the guys
probably those guys from Access.
Yeah.
And stuff.
The studio is fucking awesome. Cool. Yeah. They got Wonder Woman over here and this pinball thing, and Alex Ross looking paintings that are probably Alex Ross, the Batmobile, that Batman, the DC. I'm like, wow, that's a fucking set. Makes ours look like garbage. Then again, garbage makes ours look like garbage. No, I love our studio. I got it rigged up pretty good now. But I like this. This is pretty cool. It will introduce fans to a bunch of shit, and the live stream will be from 4:30 to 6 PTS. It'll be on DC's Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
On the 29th.
On the 29th. I thought it was going to be...
The first episode isn't on the network.
Oh, but it's going to... but it's going to be on the network. It will be okay, I see that now, yeah. It will probably be available with certain segments coming. Oh, that's cool. So they'll tape the entire show on the network after this and then move select segments to probably YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. I'm like, that's cool. I like that. It gives out people the opportunity who don't watch it to...
You watch the clip, hopefully then you get the network.
Yeah, I like this. There's a lot of...
I'd watch it if we could.
Yeah. I like this idea. I like Kevin Smith. I think he's very good at interviewing and stuff like that.
Did more than just the one episode, but
yeah, we'll see. We shall see. So good for that. I'm happy for him.
Big Bang. We already talked about that.
Yeah, that was the first fucking thing we talked about. Someone wasn't paying attention as per usual.
Lethal Weapon.
Talked about that too. Detective Pikachu.
We talked about that too.
I just want that to sink in. So they got a logo and a title, and it's it's just Detective Pikachu like that, and it looks fancy.
This is the perfect example of striking when the iron is cold.
No. This game is actually really popular.
But the announcement of this movie came out a year and a half ago. When I still say like the world was playing Go.
Yeah, but people are playing.
People are playing it. I know people are playing it. We get into this all the time. They buy.
No, I'm not talking about that game. I'm talking about. The game itself is
Detective Pikachu.
Is huge because it's on the 3DS.
It's on the 3DS.
So it's hugely popular.
It's a huge game, but it's just not world crazy like it was. Like the idea of Pokemon. Forget the detective part. Just Pokemon as itself wasn't as world crazy as it was 2 summers ago. Right?
It wasn't, but the franchise is still
very popular.
Massive.
But had you been able to like somehow preemptively made this movie so that it released then, your numbers would have increased.
I think this movie, it's got Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu.
Yeah. Is he?
Yep.
He's playing the lead.
He's Pikachu.
So he's just voicing it. Or whatever.
That would be him playing Pikachu.
But does Pikachu talk?
Detective Pikachu does. He sounds like a gruff detective.
He sounds like Ryan Reynolds.
Well, now he's going to sound like Ryan Reynolds.
Sound like Deadpool.
Yeah. That's funny. I think this movie will do fine. It'll make a lot of money for Pokemon and the franchise. And they got 2 new games coming out in the Let's Go series. And then the inevitable one on the Switch that I actually want to play as opposed to Let's Go. And I don't give a fuck if you can pretend to throw a Pokeball. You want to go throw a ball, go outside.
Go play catch.
And then, this was cool. We haven't really talked about this, but Amel has been doing a lot of stuff with Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. For that pay-per-view they're doing all in with like the
Young Bucks.
Yeah, with the Young Bucks, and it's their own pay-per-view starring these guys, and everyone was like, you can't fill this venue, and they sold out in like half an hour. Mm-hmm. But Amel is going to take on Christopher Daniels, a big guy from like TNA and the indie circuit, and why can't I think of the fucking New Japan and like all that stuff. And they kind of been shit talking each other on Twitter and stuff like that. But like Mel tweeted out, he was like, I was prepared to be civil, and then Christopher Daniels did his entire promo wearing a Marvel t-shirt. Dick. And it's cool to see Mel getting into that thing, and like they have a whole card obviously because they're doing a thing, but one of the big selling points, at least for me, is this match right here.
Yeah.
Is just Mel. But it is all of the I can't think of them.
I'm surprised they're letting him wrestle again because they weren't too excited when he wrestled the first time.
Oh, Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
I think they're at the point now where he was just like, I'm doing it. Like, but like this cast, like it's a star-studded fucking like a who's who of like indie people that is, you know. I'm trying to think of their fucking name, and it's
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Booyaka Booyaka 619. I'm trying to think of like their fucking name, because it's gonna bother the crap out of me. Because it's Kenny Omega stable, and everyone like, it's gonna fucking bother me. I'm gonna look it up. So while I look this up, there's news about James Bond, and it lost his director, its director, and there's a whole bunch of reasons why, and it seems from the get-go that everybody was not as pleased as people thought about this director coming in, because they are very angry at him.
Well, it just seems odd because, like, going back a few months, there was the report of, like, Danny and his writer, John, writing their own script. And then the previous Bond writers, who's written the last, like, fucking 5 movies, writing the next one also, right? Ring of Honor?
That was the name of the company, yes.
That's what you're looking for?
I was trying to think of that name, but I'm trying to think of where he is.
Lucha Underground?
Why can't I look at that?
TNA?
No, I'm just trying to think of the name of the fucking stable.
Anyways.
Yeah, go on. I'm just...
So, months ago, 2 reports, 2 different scripts.
Yeah.
We go on with the idea, we're going to choose the best script and then move forward.
Mm-hmm.
They choose Danny and John and they move forward. Then they split for creative differences. And it's like, how can you split for creative differences when you already knew where they were going? I never understand that idea. I understand that the creative differences...
Because it's just their line, right?
It's a nice way of saying, like, I didn't like... This guy was a fucking asshole. I didn't want to be with him. Or whatever, right? Yeah. But it's just like every time someone leaves, it's creative differences, creative differences. How did you not know months ago when you met them and they pitched, this is what I want to do with Bond, this is the thing, here's like 30 pages of like a script or a treatment, whatever, you know, here's some ideas, and then you're like, okay, I like it, go ahead, we're gonna do yours. 2 months later, we're gonna split on creative differences. Why do you waste time with that?
Yeah.
Like,
why did you let him get this fucking far in production?
Yeah. But anyways, and then it also mentioned like producers were unhappy with the script focusing on a Russian villain in a modern day Cold War. It also said that an even bigger issue was Boyle desired to cast this Polish actor, Thomas Kot, as the villain's unidentified lead bad guy. Apparently, he was viewed as a left field choice to play the character, and it sounds like Daniel Craig may not have been entirely happy with the decision either, as he gets casting approval.
Makes sense.
So it sounds like things were bad from the start, which, again, like, why didn't you? Anyways. Lifetime Bond producer Broccoli was reportedly infuriated by Boyle's instances.
Is this movie made by Warner Brothers?
No. It's who is it now? I forget.
Oh fuck, who?
MGM?
Yeah.
No,
they lost it.
They lost it. I think Sony grabbed it.
Sony has distribution rights. I think
one person has it here, another company has it worldwide.
Yeah. By the way, the name was Bullet Club.
Okay. Bullet Club and
Ring of Honor and
if you plug it into where
go back to
So anyways, so now the report is like they're not using but they're not going to go with the other script option that the other guys were writing.
And that's why they had
now they're starting fresh.
Yeah.
So it's like Sony released Spectre. So I think I don't know who owns it, but they will start fresh. And now everyone's like, well, if they start fresh, are you going to make the timeline? Like, are you keeping Craig? Like, if it takes 3 more fucking years, Craig isn't, like...
Yeah.
So it's just like, what the
This fuck? Movie's getting rushed.
Yeah. Or
just use the script that you fucking had already.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not going with
the other script. And the whole reason they didn't do it was because this idiot wanted his stuff. Yeah. And I'm like... This is bad fucking stuff already.
So it just says that like it's going back to, now it's reported Bond 25 is going back to the drawing board following Danny Boyle's departure. So yeah, they're looking for a writer or a writer director to come on and finish the film or do the film. So like they're starting fresh again.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, well, have fun. I just don't know how long you can.
This movie's supposed to start on December 3rd for production.
Yeah. That way it can be out next October, November.
November 8th, 2019.
Yeah.
So Universal has the rights international. MGM has the rights in the United States.
That's what it is.
MGM has the digital rights and worldwide television distribution rights. Universal has the physical home media distribution.
This is so fucking weird.
This is what happens when a random company owns a character and able to split the rights in 85 different directions. We've seen it time and time again with Thing. Oh God, look at this. Emma Watson joins Greta Gerwig on the adaptation of Little Women. For those who didn't know, guess what? They're making Little Women again. Yeah, this seems like a fucking shit show.
Yep.
Again, stop fucking doing shit shows. I don't understand why this is so goddamn difficult to do. Hire the person, make the fucking movie. Seems like it's an easy fucking concept. But as we see time and time again, apparently it isn't. So speaking on that, Robert Rodriguez is getting sued over the budget of SimCity A Dame to Kill, a movie that took 47 years to come out. And no one wanted it after it came out. So, the first SimCity, fantastic, groundbreaking, awesome. The second one took forever, and no one watched it. And Sergei Kasparov, some dude, is suing Rodriguez for the movie going over budget and costing the guy $20 million. And he is not happy. And he says that
he's one of the producers.
Yeah. The guy said that Rodriguez demonstrated a pattern of misbehavior which ultimately led to the film going over budget. Yeah. It cost them a lot of money to make this movie.
And when the dust settled, CS2 Productions ended up financing almost $15 million in cost overruns over the approved budget Rodriguez had agreed to. That's a shit ton of
and they had to work within filming of that. It said they should not have shouldered the cost for the false reputation of this and failure to perform, and many egregious breaches of various contracts.
It's a weird thing because, like, let's just say the movie was successful. Mm-hmm. Would you give him extra? Would you give Rodriguez extra money to be like, hey, you made a great film. Here's a bonus of $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Well, because it flopped, you want your
the movie took in $40 million worldwide on a reported budget of $65 million.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That is horrible. Yeah, the movie did not do well, and I'm not surprised.
Well, it's 15 years. It's kind of like what I was saying about Pokemon. It just was too late.
Creator Frank Miller got the rights back to the property and is expected to develop into a TV show, which is scary because, as we know, Frank Miller has lost his fucking mind. If you've ever seen him do anything.
This is the second one, A Dame to Kill For, right? Yeah. Worldwide budget, $39 million. Is what it made. It doesn't list the production cost here.
Yeah.
Which is 40.
Yeah, it was 40.
65.
Its domestic is just fucking gross.
13 million.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird because sometimes movies overseas do really horrible, and over here they do fine, but other times
usually
they do
overseas
really well.
Domestic.
It depends on the film, right?
Depends,
Ant-Man and the Wasp opened huge to China today, but the reason we got a sequel for Pacific Rim was because the numbers overseas were fucking astronomical.
The first one. This was Sin City, the first one, 2005.
Yeah.
So budget $40 million, worldwide $158 million.
Yeah, and it's almost it's about $10 million difference between domestic and foreign box office.
Yeah, it's a pretty close split.
Yeah. Whereas like that movie, I've watched this movie. It's garbage.
I've seen it once, but like
it's not good.
After it came out.
Sin City, the first one is great. I've watched it a bunch of times since. But yeah, it's not good.
This thing was not doing well.
No? Oh, it's getting killed by crazy Asians, right?
Well, no, just even like reviews. And,
I've seen. I saw a couple reviews that were positive.
I saw it was like the worst movie of 2018.
Wow. Well, that's because we don't have some Fantastic Four to play. Hey, does our thing come up?
Yeah. Review. Least funny comedy of the year. Raunchfest is dead on arrival.
Rolling Stone, City TV.
Like, I just saw
Tomatoes it has 1 star. It's 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right now.
It's one of those movies.
It's not going to be like a great reviewed movie. Like
no.
It's not. But I just even where I said viewers.
Yeah.
It was like 48.
That's better than most DC movies.
Yeah.
Type in, go back
to
that. Yeah. Leave it there, but type in IGN. Because IGN has had this pattern lately, whereas if they love it, everyone else hates it. If they hate it, everyone else loves it. I'll just go down to their number. Fucking IGN needs to update their everything.
7.9.
Yeah.
Maybe get laid up that good.
Yeah.
So if you're saying is like, let's say it's an 8.
Yeah.
They're putting it at an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So you're saying that since they liked it, everyone else will not like it.
Yeah. With their movies, I've noticed the trend lately. If they like it, everyone else hates it. If they hate it, everyone else likes it. And it's crazy to think about it. Just read the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting concept.
It looked funny.
It does.
Like, I'll check it out. Like, I won't pay to see that movie, but
no, we'll wait till it comes on Netflix because that's how we watch all these movies. Netflix.
But I can see it not being like even like a good movie.
Yeah.
You know, like I get it. Like it looks fucking dumb.
So speaking of good movies, Top Gun Maverick has added John Hamm, Edward Harris, and Lewis Pullman to its cast.
That's Bill Pullman's son.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, I was hoping that would give me kind of thing, but
there's no context as to who they're playing or anything.
No, I just wanted to see like what if he was stuff. But that's fucking cool. It's already got Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, and Gwen Powell, Jennifer Connelly, and Miles Teller in it.
Mm.
That is fucking cool. Bruckheimer's back. Harold Faltermeyer is returning to do the score. This movie has all the right things to be a good movie. Like Top Gun is cool.
I've seen it.
I'm gonna watch it. I call it the girliest guy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because underneath a movie about cool pilots is a romance.
Yeah.
But like Top Gun's sweet, and I hope this movie's good. It's one of those ones where like they're trying to bring it back, and I'm like yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, they're adding a bunch of people. That's awesome. So moving on to other things, Sharknado had its last movie come out last week.
We watched the first 1 or 2, didn't we?
2, yeah. We haven't seen 3 through 6.
Yeah.
Sharknado was getting a VR game, and it is more of what. I'm just gonna mute that so it doesn't come out. But so there's a 30-second teaser for Sharknado VR, and so far it just is showing us trailers stuff for the movie. And there we go. It looks crappy, much like the movies do, but I don't expect much from this, and I kind of want to play it. It looks like the fucking thing.
It looked.
Oh, it does. It looks.
I watched the trailer. Did you see a trailer for the new like the last movie that just came out?
Yeah, it wasn't good either.
And I watched the trailer last weekend because they were talking about them because the movie aired over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck! I can't believe someone paid to make 5 more of these. Insane.
It's also coming out on Android and PC and iOS, so it's weird that it's on those, but also like VR. So you can
do like some VR with your phone though. Like they've had those. Where
I'm guessing this is like just a fucking app where you just click shit, but I'm like, this is so stupid, but I kind of want to play it. It better cost like $1. Well, if they're going to charge for it.
If the iOS ones shouldn't cost fucking anything.
Now, speaking of iOS and Android, Apple and Google are facing revolt over their store taxes, and a bunch of people are now finding workarounds, or not finding workarounds. They're just not going to the stores anymore because they're tired of paying a shit ton of money to Apple and Android, Google essentially, to get their apps. Because every time you buy an app or use the app or whatever, not use the app, buy the app or like any purchase
app that you actually pay for, costs money. Let's say the app. Just give me the number. The app is $2.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
The company takes up 30% of the money consumers pay per developer.
Okay, so let's just go with $1.
Yeah.
Apple takes 30 cents.
Company lowered the 15% per thing. Subscription dollars. They get subscription and app purchases too. So basically, anytime you pay for something in the store, 30%. They get a cut. Yeah. And Fortnite, Epic Games, Valve, and Netflix are all like, we're done. This is fucking ridiculous. We are paying.
But okay, just go with me on this. You're using their platform to sell that game on it.
Yeah.
So that's like saying like that would be like making a third-party game, going to Sony, and then Sony asking for a cut when they sell that game on their platform.
Well, this is just hosting it.
Yeah, you're hosting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you're just a hosting service.
We get charged for hostings. Right?
Yeah, but
how's that different? They're hosting it. Apple's hosting it. You don't want us to sell it? Put it somewhere else.
That's what they're doing.
And have them find it.
That's what they're doing. Yeah. But like, it's not going to hurt.
It's not going to hurt Apple. It's not going to hurt Netflix.
Well, it is if the Valve, Epic, and Netflix all leave. Because,
how many fucking games are on there?
Yeah, but actual games people play, but also like subscription. Like, if you have Netflix through your thing, you have to renew it through Apple. Mm-hmm. And they get a cut every time you renew it.
I guess.
So if Netflix
who has Netflix through their phone?
A lot of people apparently.
Like I have the app, but I'm not getting charged through it for the app.
Like, but these are people who renew their subscription through Apple.
Well, then you just got to disconnect that. Go online.
You can't. You have to make a new subscription.
You could shut your subscriptions off on Apple. I could do it right now on my phone.
Yeah, but you have the app. If you get the subscription through Apple, you have to deactivate your account and make a new one.
On Netflix.
On desktop
type of thing. You can't use that either, like that password.
No, you have to make a brand new account and abandon the other one.
But yeah.
No, you have to completely.
Yeah, but you're going to use the same email address. So like,
I don't know if you can because you already have one. You have to wait for the other one to get canceled and whatnot.
Usually you can, as long as the password's different. Like,
I don't know. With Netflix, I don't know if you can make a bunch of accounts using the same email.
Email?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think it's tied to. It's like I don't know. I can't think of any other service, but yeah. So
I know what you're saying,
but these three big companies are like, we're done, and like for Epic. For Fortnite, that's fucking huge. Mm-hmm. That is a huge chunk loss to Android and Apple.
So they're just going to put it on epic.com?
Yeah, you go there and you download the whatever I forget what's the name of the file of those. I don't know either. I don't remember, but we do it all the time to get apps. But yeah, they're like, no, we're not going to do it. And
so they are leaving, or they've left?
Epic and Valve have already done it. I think Netflix has threatened to do it, but I mean, if these guys start doing it, they're just other companies will be like, well, if they don't need it to survive, we don't either, and you could just go to the whatever website and fucking download the app that way.
I guess, but there is that convenience factor of it all being in the store.
Yeah,
right?
I fucking hate the store because sometimes you go in there and you're like, oh, I saw this app that I want. You type it in and it's not fucking there.
Well, there's fake apps because there's fake. Like,
and I'm just
ads,
well, because the problem, see, that's the problem with Apple and Android. It's not the fucking real app that's the problem. It's the amount of fake bullshit that they don't fucking police.
Yeah.
And it's rampant and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, and they look like the real one, and like me and you will be like, that's fucking fake. We can spot it. Most people who use real apps or tech in some way know it, but fucking average mom and dad are just gonna be like, I'll download this, and then they get fucking scammed from shit. And I'm just like, first of all, that's bullshit, because that's fucking, I hate people like that. Fucking Nigerian prince scam. I mean, you shouldn't fall for that, but people do. So did you see the one story about like the lady took them to the bank? The people showed up at their house.
Yes.
And I'm like, why would you go with them? Or like they're like, oh, you can pay us in like Apple gift cards, and they're like, okay.
That's not currency.
But I get it. That's like older people, so they don't necessarily understand this. But like, yeah, they're just, it's fucking police that. Steam is trying to, because like, for everyone,
I understand though. I get, okay, fine, I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I understand them taking a cut. You're using.
I think what the problem is like it's too high of a fucking cut is their problem.
I guess is like a lot, but like really, it's 30 cents for every dollar.
Yeah, but you figure every fucking time that like some of those things have like millions.
Oh, I understand. Like
fucking
Fortnite is $1 billion.
Yeah,
but like so like
they're like, why make why make 1.5 billion when we can make two
or whatever? Yeah. So now you're just greedy.
Oh yeah.
Like that's all.
I don't blame them. I would too.
But I guess but yeah, for them they can sustain it. But I'm telling you, if they get the idea and then like the top 3 things leave, and then Mom and Joe's fucking app thing goes and opens up like cinnamoncookies.com and you can download our app there.
Yeah.
No one's gonna go to cinnamoncookies.com to download this fucking app. Right? Like it's just not gonna work that way for smaller things.
Apps made 157. What the fuck? Last year they did $82 billion last year.
It's projected to do 157 billion
by 2022. But last year they did $82 billion in app purchases and shit. That is a lot. They're expected.
Plus, I'll just say this: like when you agree to put your app in the store, you agreed to give them that 30%. Or somewhere else it says something about 15%, or like they lowered it to 15%.
Yeah.
So like, but you agreed to those terms.
Yeah. Spotify. So Spotify was like, hey, you guys should cancel your thing through the App Store and go to
do it on
theirs. Yeah.
I get that. Like that's fucked up. Like if you're doing it, like that part's weird. Like the Netflix or the Spotify, but just purchasing an app that I load on that store, like downloading the actual Fortnite app and getting 30 cents. Give them the 30 cents. You agreed to give me that to host the fucking app here. Like it's like putting something in the store and me not getting a cut because I sold it for you. Like you know.
Steam tried to launch their app and got blocked twice by Apple. And then, Fortnite was like, fuck it, we want to make a bunch of money, so we're ditching things. Fortnite grows $200 million in the Apple Store since
it released in March.
Apple made $135 million in fees from the title. Google misses out on $50 million. So the app has made, since March, $200 million. Apple, for all intents and purposes, may or may not make $135 million off of that. 30 cents might not sound like a lot, but when it's in the millions, it does. Jesus Christ. How we doing for time? We filled a lot of time. which is nonsense. Kingdom Hearts. I like the beginning of the article. It says, Kingdom Hearts 3 will offer a series recap for newbies. And it says, as the popular meme goes, it's been 84 years since the last Kingdom Hearts game. So basically, the director, Tensei Nomura, I was able to say his name at one point, but it's basically going to have a recap for anyone who hasn't played the other games.
Or alive.
And we were talking about this a while ago because they announced that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to the Xbox One, Xbox One X, and Xbox S. There we go, I got all of them. As well as the PlayStation 4 and whatnot. Not to Switch because it's not going to. We were like, none of the fucking other games have been released on the other console. And then they released that Kingdom Hearts pack with all the games in it, but only on the PS4 and not on the Xbox One. And I'm like, that just seems like a stupid fucking thing to not put it on the other one before the other game comes out. Now it's delayed. It's the perfect fucking opportunity to have people play it before this game comes out.
Kingdom Hearts was delayed again?
Yeah, we talked about this a while ago. It was supposed to come out this year in like November or something.
Oh yeah.
And it got pushed to like March.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, fucking A. The more games they delay, the longer I have to play shit. Because like now I can play Spider-Man and not have to worry about Spyro. And then Red Dead. And now I don't have to worry about Kingdom Hearts until fucking March. Please don't delay it again. It's been 84 years. I'm dying. But yeah, to give them a cool recap at the beginning, whether it be like a little maybe interactive thing or just like a fucking 35-minute movie explaining one game. The game is 14 hours long, but the first 10 are just explaining the series. But yeah, so that is cool. So they get a little recap of that. Gamescom is going off in Germany right now, and I'm getting a call from a number that keeps annoying me. I don't know how many times you have to block a number before they're not allowed to use it anymore. I don't owe taxes in Africa. Fuck off. Cyberpunk was shown off again. They showed off some new concepts. They announced the beta release date for Battlefield 5. It is September 4th for early access Origin Premier subscribers or anyone who pre-ordered the game. September 6th for anyone else. As well as showing off some new videos. Fallout 76 got an Xbox bundle as well as a new trailer. Really got a bundle? I didn't see this. Yeah, of course. I forgot it was on IGN. There's a Tomb Raider bundle. That's cool. Oh, I guess it's not really a... Oh, it's not a exclusive looking console. It's just a bundle. They showed off new gameplay for Samus, Chrome, and King K. Rool. They showed off new cinematic trailers for Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, as well as just more lore. Also, they announced that it's going to skip next year, so it's going to take another break and maybe come back in 2020 or whatever, which is good, I think, for the franchise. These games back-to-back was kind of surprising, especially since they said they were going to not do it. But it looks like both Origins did well. Odyssey looks like it's also going to be fine. And then taking a break to do whatever thing you're going to do, I prefer that. So good for them. Resident Evil 2 showed off some more stuff. We got some first...
Assassin's Creed Betrayal.
Yeah.
That's what the next one will be.
Taking place in World War II. Or Egypt. Not Egypt. Feudal Japan. Everyone wants feudal Japan. I'd take either one. That'd be cool. You want feudal Japan? Go play Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 showing off some stuff. We've got our first look at gameplay for Claire Redfield. I'm excited for that game. I don't care about that game. They showed off a new map for Call of Duty. They showed off some Destiny stuff. Tomb Raider got a new trailer. You gonna check that one out? You played the first two.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe at some point. Devil May Cry got a release date, as well as the trailer for the release date. Showed off some stuff. It's coming out early next year. I don't know why it can't just give me the fucking release date in the article, but it doesn't want to, so some point. And then we got the first trailer for Life is Strange 2. I didn't watch it because I didn't know if it would spoil that.
The first one?
No, I already know what happens in that game. And I have to play that at stream if I hit 70 or 80 subs or something. I'll watch Greg play it the entire way through. That Captain Underpants game. We saw it at E3. We were making fun of it because it looked like Captain Underpants. The Adventures of Captain whatever.
Maybe.
That free one they did.
Okay.
I didn't know if that tied into this. I guess it doesn't. It was just to show off how the new game might work. We got a new trailer for that as well as the date and new story details. Blizzard showed off some Overwatch crap. Got new stuff For Honor. We saw some new Spyro stuff. And... the Master Chief Collection is finally coming to Game Pass, which is big. As well as the 1X enhanced modes. We were talking about E3 and like they didn't announce Master Chief for the thing, and we thought they would. But yeah, it's on the Game Pass soon. I think September or something. That's huge for Game Pass because now you can play all of Halo on Game Pass, which is cool. Game Pass is awesome. I love it. Bunch of crap, and Saints Row 3 is heading to the Switch. I thought you'd get a good laugh out of that. Just randomly. Like, okay, we're going to port the third game.
Not the first.
Not the first one, not the second one, the third one. And not even the fourth one, but 3. Mm-hmm. That's cool. It's fun.
Was 3 like the most popular of the 4?
Yeah, 3 kind of was the first one to distance like itself really even more of from GTA. Like it's the first 2 started off as kind of like a clone,
a parody.
Yeah, and then they kind of Diddy Kong was shown off in a trailer for Mario Oasis as a free character, and that's a bunch of other shit. They showed off Lego Villains gameplay. Which, now that I know what that game is, I'm kind of like, I can't wait to try it out and what you can do in it. And if you want to know more, go to IGN.com for all your game updates that I don't want to read. I was going to read this story, but we're at really long, so I'm probably... before we go, I want to show this. The Power Rangers in the new comic, in their Go-Go Power Ranger thing, they switch colors. There's a story reason why. I just thought it looked cool. So Kimberly is wearing blue, Billy is wearing black, Trini is red, Jason is yellow, and Zach is wearing the pink. And they have them on the cover all using their different weapons. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
And there's a story reason why.
And there's a story reason why, yeah. And then there's alternate covers that show Trini and Jason in a romantic relationship. And yeah, I thought that was cool. And then you see there's more covers of them. And I'm like, that's cool. Shattered Grid has been one twist after another that I need to catch up on. But I just thought that was cool of them switching colors too. And you don't see that often. Mm-hmm. So that series is great. If you guys have not read that, I would highly recommend it. Boom is doing...
Go-Go?
Yeah, Go-Go and the main series. Boom is doing fantastic work with Power Rangers. And brought it to what I wanted them to do with Power Rangers for the longest time. Make it good. And more geared towards like fans, older fans that want to read it. Mm-hmm. Like the Nickelodeon stuff is obviously geared still towards kids. But with this being old school stuff... it's good. We saw the first Hasbro. Is it Hasbro? Yeah, Hasbro bought Power Rangers, right? Mm-hmm. The first line of what might be their legacy line for Tommy. It's the White Ranger, and it's called the Lightning edition. It's leaps and bounds actually above the legacy figures.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what they do with that line. The legacy line's great. I've gotten the fucking Morpher and the Dragon Dagger out of it, but if they were do random other Morphers from stuff, I kind of want Turbo because it's so stupid. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna call it a podcast because we did it this week.
Yep.
57. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next week with more nerd news you need to know and our ramblings. We will see you next week. Goodbye.